Hello everybody, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening depending on where you are in this amazing world. My name is Donovan Jolly, and welcome everybody once again for another amazing video of DIY investing. With many of the altcoins already blowing up, I wanted to share with you guys some updated analysis inside of XRP. XRP is the one crypto that hasn't done anything that most every single person inside of the market is writing off. I'm here to tell you guys that I just bought a whole Bitcoin more XRP, and I have never been more bullish, and I'm putting my money where my mouth is, and I am jumping in on this amazing buying opportunity. The people that are panic selling and the people that are trying to sell you FUD are going to miss out on one of the greatest buying opportunities in cryptocurrency history, and I'm not going to be one of them. If you're new and just finding this channel, always remember to do me a favor by leaving a like, comment, and subscribing to this channel for more updates. Make sure to click that notification bell so you don't miss out on any new videos like the one provided for you here. And make sure you guys sign up and join the fastest growing and the very best Discord community in crypto. My server has over 18,000 members and growing so fast. If you guys want to join the very best Discord community in crypto, make sure you guys sign up and click inside the description of this video. And there you're going to find the invitation link to my Discord server. On the Discord server, I also offer my VIP groups like the video course and Signal. So if you guys want to follow every trade that I take, follow my exact long-term portfolio, as well as get private VIP videos that I only make for members inside of my Discord server, then make sure you stay all the way to the end of this video, because then I'm going to take a couple minutes to explain how you guys can get signed up, the pros of doing so, and what it's going to take to get you guys going today. One final thought before we jump into the video is to make sure to download my free ebook. If you're a new guy getting into the market and you just want to understand a little bit more about how to be profitable, I've made this ebook for you guys free to download, and it's going to help you out a lot. So once again, links are provided for you in the description. And with all that being said, guys, let's jump right into this amazing video today. Alrighty guys, so here we are taking a look at XRP on the weekly time frame. This is the total market cap of XRP. We're going to be looking at the total market cap of XRP, and then we're going to be also looking at a really cool pattern that I'm noticing between the Bitcoin cycle that we just saw and what's happening with XRP. You know, guys, there's a lot of fear inside of the market. And obviously, if you're an XRP holder, you've probably experienced this fear, or you panic sold the fear, or, you know, you're one of the crazy Deegans who bought the fear, which, you know, guys, I'm going to go ahead and say it right now. I went ahead and bought more XRP at 23 cents. You know, I went and put a whole Bitcoin down on my position. I'm telling you guys this right now as a way to just really prove how bullish I am on these crypto markets, specifically with XRP. You guys already know I've been dollar cost averaging into this stuff forever. I'm a big time holder of Ethereum. I've been holding Bitcoin, been holding Tezos, been holding Chainlink. You know, all of these major cryptos have been holding, and I'm in a lot of profit in. XRP is the one crypto that is back to my break-even price target. And so I haven't made any money off this. You know, I did manage to get this pump, but I didn't take anything because I'm holding the long term. Obviously, that's what I've been updating you guys with. And so when we crash back down to 23 cents, I'm sitting here looking at the charts, and I'm seeing so many people panic selling. Literally so many people were panic selling. I could see it all over Twitter. All of these Americans, SEC suing Ripple, end of the world, I'm selling, I'm getting out of this, we'll never be able to sell, liquidity's dried up. You know, whatever the FUD was, we were hearing it. And I was hearing it from not only people that were panic selling, not only people that were in my Discord, but I was hearing it from everybody's favorite influencers on crypto Twitter. Everybody is in this big slander over XRP, and it's because they all hate it, because the idea of decentralization apparently has nothing to do with XRP, because XRP works with the banks, right? The same dumb excuses that lead to this tribalistic behavior causes people to lose out on money and miss out on amazing buying opportunities, which is exactly what we're seeing right here. I wanted to make this video as a way for me to use my platform to share with you guys that while everyone in the market is bearish, while everybody's favorite influencer is telling you how big of a shiz coin XRP is, I am not going to be one of those people, and in fact, I am buying this dip and already bought the dip with a lot more money than most people have in their entire portfolios. And so I'm here, I'm ready for the long term. Whoever tries to talk down on XRP is an idiot, and I'm telling you right now, it's not going to work out. So let's get into this analysis right now, and let's cover exactly why I'm not being shaken out by this mess. So guys, logarithmic scale, first and foremost. What I want to talk to you guys about right here is just one basic support level. And I think that this is a really important level. And I don't know why, but everybody thinks XRP is so gosh darn bearish. I just don't understand it. So anyways, guys, here we have. This was our level here at 2017. You know, this was resistance for a little while. This became weekly support for a long time as we started that bear market decline. We sat above this level for a long time. We've rejected off of this. We've bounced off of this level many times as support. And it's also just reacted as resistance as well. You know, it's been resistance throughout here. It was support throughout here. Was resistance here, and then it acted as support all throughout this time. And so even though we did see this sell-off, and even though this sell-off went lower than I was expecting, was I wrong about the sell-off going down this low? Yes, 100%. You know, most every XRP investor was wrong about this. But when you have the factor of the SEC now suing Ripple, you're going to have a lot more fear inside of that market. And when you have an altcoin that this is happening to, the volatility is going to be huge. And so I don't really know what people expected to happen out of this. I mean, if the SEC is going to come out and announce that they're suing a company that, you know, $30 billion in market cap is, I believe, what they had at the time. Maybe it was less. I actually think it was closer to $12 billion in market cap. You know, that's a lot of money, but when it comes to an altcoin, that's a lot of money that can leave quickly. And that's what we've noticed with these altcoins and cryptocurrencies is money will leave and money will enter these markets very fast. And it can be the dumbest news events that actually cause the flow of money to leave or enter. In this case, it was leaving XRP because of the FUD. Most money in XRP is outside of America, so none of this FUD really even matters. Most of these countries that use XRP, that have the most trading volumes for XRP, have already come out and said that it's not a security. And so if there's other countries that are actively using this way more than America is, why is it that America's opinion has so much weight on this? And on top of this, you know, these lawsuits, they take a lot of time to come to fruition of an understanding, of an agreement. And so, you know, we have the whole rest of this year where we probably won't even have a definitive answer, yet you think that XRP is just going to magically give up and go to new lows as the rest of the market goes up? I don't think so. I could be wrong, and I put my money where my mouth is. If I'm wrong, you know, at the end of the day, my money's gone and that's it. You know, that's a risk I was willing to take. But if I'm right, I'm buying XRP at 23 cents at my average entry price when it just barely hit almost $1 a couple weeks ago. Like, you could not give me a better opportunity to buy into a market. And I'm just really not too shaken up by all this, guys, and I'm going to explain it even deeper right now. Really all we've seen up to this point is a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 Elliott wave impulse. That's all we've really seen up to this point. And inside of this Elliott wave impulse, you're always going to see an ABC correction back down. A, B, C, right? Now, technically, this is bullish market structure, and now, when you look at this, even though we sold off really hard, this is still bullish market structure. This is still a higher high. We're still up significantly higher than the bottom of capitulation in COVID, right? Now, during this correction, we sold right back onto support of that 4 wave. That's right where we're at right now. Now, I don't know if you guys understand Elliott wave theory, but this is what a correction looks like in Elliott wave theory. So this is your standard impulse inside of Elliott wave theory. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then after the 5 wave, we start an A, B, C correction back down. The C leg generally falls onto support of the 3 and the 4, specifically on the 4. And so this is your standard example of Elliott wave theory. Now, when we understand this and we take a look at what's happening, this ABC, where's the C leg? It's right onto support of the 4 wave. This is the most standard textbook example of an Elliott wave impulse that I've ever seen before. And even though we did get a little bit of a deeper sell-off than people were expecting, the market structure is still just as bullish as it was. The only difference is our level here at this 30-cent mark didn't hold. That's the only difference here. Yes, that complicates things slightly. Yes, it's not quite as bullish as we all wished, but it's still just as bullish as it was before, in my opinion, because the bullish market structure hasn't changed. We just had a corrective move back down onto support, and this is a support that's been holding us for a long period of time. And so until we're below this, I don't see the big reason to get shaken out. And I'm going to tell you guys right now that there's a pattern playing out with XRP that looks identical to something that we've seen before, and I'm going to share it with you guys right now. So here we have the original Bitcoin cycle right here. Right, this is what we've been seeing with Bitcoin, and Bitcoin's recently broken out of all-time highs. Now I've gone ahead and I've actually labeled the same cycle of what we're seeing in Bitcoin, and I've compared it to what we're seeing today inside of XRP to help you guys understand where I think we are in XRP's market structure. Now, this was a chart that was brought to me by my good buddy Dallin Anderson at High Altitude Investing, so make sure you guys go subscribe to his channel at High Altitude Investing. Really good guy, and he's got a lot of really solid analysis, so make sure you guys go check that out. But he brought this to my attention, and I wanted to share it with you guys today because it really shows a lot of the same market structure that we saw with Bitcoin and why I'm still really not being super bearish. I'm really bullish on XRP, going to continue to hold that belief, and this is a big chart that I think will help you guys understand why. So, Bitcoin, it has this big build-up phase. We go through these short little pullbacks, and then we go to our blow-off top, right? Roughly the same thing happened with XRP. The only difference was instead of getting two higher highs, we kind of consolidated in this triangle. And then Bitcoin goes for its blow-off top. XRP does the same type of structure. Now, this is where it gets really interesting. Once Bitcoin topped out, it actually sold off and made this descending triangle, right? This was the 6K support floor. It was inside of this descending triangle for, almost a year. And then it sold off and we went to our final capitulation. The same thing happened with XRP just recently in 2018 and heading into 2019. XRP was selling off from the top of the peak at $3. It sells off and we hit this level here at about, 27 cents to 30 cents. It was somewhere right in that range. About 30 cents was this range. And we hit off of this and then we start making this triangle, right? This is our descending triangle, lower lows and lower highs. We have this horizontal support floor, which is the horizontal part of the triangle. And then we have the descending resistance and the lower highs that are part of the descending triangle. And then eventually, we get to the same point of Bitcoin where we sell through this triangle and then we kind of go through this period of accumulation. Now, the structure looks a little bit different, but overall it's very similar. Just the same way that Bitcoin went through its accumulation, what followed after was the dead cat bounce. Now, this is what happens after a market sells off. It'll go through a long period of selling, and then once the sellers exhaust, it'll have a period where it bounces. Now, in bearish markets, you can have these bounces and then it can go into new lows, or, you can have the bounce and it'll start a new uptrend. It really is just based off of what happens with the market. But in this case, Bitcoin went in its dead cat bounce. We rallied up to the top of this descending triangle, and then we ended up correcting back down and going all the way back down to retest those capitulation lows. And this was a point where nobody really expected that Bitcoin's price would ever go back down below 4,000. Nobody expected that. I didn't expect it, and that's exactly what happened. And this is almost exactly the same thing of what we're seeing with XRP today. So the same thing. Bitcoin sells out of its descending triangle, and then we go into capitulation. Same thing here. Descending triangle sell-off, we go to capitulation. And then from capitulation, we make our dead cat bounce. And this is our first impulse after the sell-off. Same thing happens here. This is our first impulse. And where does XRP go? It goes to the very top of the descending triangle, the exact same place that Bitcoin topped out in its move. And then what happens? We sell back down. We kind of come onto support of this previous resistance at 6K. At Bitcoin, it was up a little bit higher than that. We kind of come onto support. And then instead of, breaking out and going to new all-time highs, we start the decline that takes us back down to 3,800. This, in my opinion, is very similar to what we see with XRP today. The only difference here is the fact that the market structure looks a little bit different. And why I want you guys to understand that, in this impulse from Bitcoin, we went through capitulation, we made our first impulse, and then we really consolidated here inside of this range for about 3 or 4 months. And it was really, this consolidation was about a 6-month period of time, whereas what we see inside of XRP is a lot less. And the reason why I think that that's the case is because there is hundreds of billions of dollars worth of market cap inside of Bitcoin. There's only a few $1 billion worth of market cap inside of XRP. And on top of that, there's going to be a lot more volatility, and so we might not need the exact same period of time. Think about it. There has to be a lot more sellers to enter Bitcoin's market for the market to drop down this low. And for it to completely shake out all of the late buyers and drop all the way to 3,800, there has to be a ton more money flooding into this market to get it to do all of the shakeout, which is why it takes a lot more time to get to do it the same type of market structure. Now with XRP, it doesn't take that same amount of time. There's a lot less money into it, and so the second that the SEC announces that they're going to be suing Ripple, that's what causes this panic, and it's exactly the same of what we saw with COVID. Remember, guys, everybody was bullish on Bitcoin, and then COVID rolls around, everybody panic sold their Bitcoin, and we have that massive flash crash. Everybody panic sold their Bitcoin. Everybody was out of the market. Nobody wanted to touch it, And what happened? The market rebounded, and we're now well above and beyond all-time highs. If you were the idiot that panic sold, you are now the person that definitely doesn't watch my videos because you probably don't even want to think about a cryptocurrency at this point. And I can tell you guys right now, the same people that made the mistake of selling Bitcoin, which I told people back in March, I told them I was buying Bitcoin. I told that you guys should be buying everything that you can because this is a buying opportunity. I tried my hardest to tell people that this thing is going to be breaking out. A lot of people listened. Most people didn't. But the people that did are up a lot. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, the same way that I called the bottom of Bitcoin at $3,200. And you guys can go back and look at the dates. You go back to January, the end of January, when I made videos about Bitcoin. And I made a video called The Bottom is In for Bitcoin. And I called the bottom for Bitcoin all the way back down in here. The same thing happened for COVID. When COVID happened, I told everybody that this was going to be the biggest buying opportunity that they get and that they should do that. While everybody told me it was bearish. While everybody told me that Bitcoin was going to new lows back here. And while I'm going ahead and coming out on my platform and telling you guys right now, I just put a Bitcoin into XRP as we speak. Well, actually 2 days ago, I put a Bitcoin into XRP. And I'm here to tell you guys that this is what's going to happen. The same thing that happened with Bitcoin after COVID is going to be the same thing that happens with XRP today. And there's going to be some people that are willing to buy that fear, and there's going to be some people that won't. But I can tell you guys right now that I know who I am, and I know that I'm buying this fear. So shout out to anybody that's got the balls to do it. You know, you guys know who you are if you've already done it. So as we wrap up this video, guys, I have one more chart that I wanted to share with you. And that's going to be the XRP Bitcoin chart. And in my opinion, this is really the most important one to be looking at. And I actually expect that XRP is going to be getting a big pump out of this very soon. And I'm actually, the reason why I put one of my Bitcoin into XRP is because I believe my XRP is going to outperform my Bitcoin, and I have a chance to double my Bitcoin and maybe make 2 Bitcoin. And so what I see right now inside of XRP, if we pull up this the RSI, we have probably the most bullish divergence I've ever seen in a chart in my entire life. And that's why I just simply can't help myself from buying. As crazy it is, guys. I mean, I literally am buying a coin that's getting sued by the United States government. And I can't help myself but buy more because of the fact that there's just too much bullish divergence. I'm either the biggest idiot in the world or I'm about to make so much money. There's literally no in between, and I'm really having a fun time just showing you guys the process of what makes me make these decisions. So inside of XRP BTC, we have the biggest bullish divergence I've ever seen in my entire existence, ever in a chart in my life. And I've been doing this religiously for 4 years. We can see an insane amount of bullish divergence. XRP made a lower low, and not just a lower low, a freaking substantial lower low of 60%. And the RSI has made a higher high. On top of that, if we even zoom in here closer, there's bullish divergence within bullish divergence. On top of that, we have this higher high here, right? We also have this one right here. And so we have 2 different forms of bullish divergence in one chart. And on top of that, guys, if we literally drop this chart and we go into any time frame, let's go to the 4-hour time frame. Bullish divergence since here. Let's go to the 12-hour time frame. Bullish divergence since here. Let's go to the daily time frame. Bullish divergence since here. Let's go to the weekly time frame. Bullish divergence since here. I mean, I could be an idiot and I could be wrong, but at the end of the day, guys, there's too much bullish divergence. I am willing to take the gamble. I'm diversified, and you guys should understand that as well. If I lose all of my money in XRP and it's gone tomorrow, I still have enough money invested into crypto and other assets that it's not going to impact me that much. It'll suck. You know, it'll be a little owie. I'll put a Band-Aid on it and I'll move on. But at the end of the day, I have never seen this good of an opportunity. The fact that I'm able to accumulate XRP at basically the all-time lows of the Bitcoin pair, I'm just going to go ahead and do it, guys. You know, call me crazy. Comment how dumb I am in the comment section. I just think that this is the video I wanted to give to you guys, and I just wanted to make sure that I was honest and upfront about what I'm doing. So anyways, as we wrap up this video, I know that this has been a long one. It's carried on a lot. I just had a lot of energy. I just really wanted to bring you this video because I'm really excited about every single thing that's happening inside of Bitcoin. I just want you guys to make money, and I want you guys to know what I'm doing with my money, and this is what I'm doing. Moving into XRP, bought a little bit of 23 cents. Let's see what happens. I'm either going to make it or I'm going to break it. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. I'm here, and I wanted to share with you guys what I'm doing. So as we wrap this video, guys, if you like what I do on this channel and you support what I do, and most importantly, you want to be able to follow every single move that I make with my money, all the changes that I make with my portfolio, when I'm going to buy something, when I'm going to sell something, where I'm going to move profits to, when I'm going to sell profits, how I'm going to take profits at the end of 2021. All of this type of stuff is going to get taught to you guys inside of my VIP products. I offer 2 different products inside of my Discord. I offer the video course, which is 20 educational videos that are going to teach you guys the ins and outs of trading and investing, so you guys can learn technical analysis. And I offer the signals and the ability to copy my entire long-term portfolio, where over 80% of my money is, and then copy every single trade that I take on top of that. Any DeFi pick, any Polkadot pick, any NFTs, any trade in general gets posted to my VIP members. And then I also make private VIP videos for them as well. And so if you guys want to get access to all of this exciting information, you want to be able to connect with me in a deeper way, ask me questions, share your concerns, then make sure you guys sign up today by clicking inside the description. There you're going to find the link to go to my website. You guys can purchase them together or separate. If you can only pick one, I always recommend going with the signals first, because the signals are going to be the way for you guys to make the profit, follow what I'm doing, and just be able to follow a sound portfolio to where you don't have to worry if you're making the right decisions. Now, guys, you guys can check them out. Links are in the description. As we wrap up this video, though, I do have one final thing to say. If you're a new guy that doesn't want to purchase any of my VIP stuff, I do have a free ebook that's also linked in the description. This is really going to help new guys getting into the market that just simply want to understand a little bit more of the ins and outs on how to be profitable. All of the skills that I'm going to give to you guys inside of this ebook are what ultimately helped me to making millions of dollars. And I'm going to give it to you guys right now for free. Links are provided for you in the description of download. And with all that being said, guys, I will catch you in the next video. As always, peace out.